Hey, oh, let me shut off the air conditioner. Hi everybody. I have to reset the video because I guess it was really unsynced off, and if it's not, if I can't watch it, I can't really expect other people to want to watch it. So yeah, I'm gonna make another attempt at it. This is like straight up loaded. I don't really know. I'm used to working with cameras. So what I wanted to talk about was paying the price. And I really think that the infinite knowledge and wisdom that finally comes to us through searching has like a flip side. I think I was talking about this yesterday with someone. And the reward is we know what it is. You know, this is the only game in town. This is the only thing they've got. So when you know this stuff, it's like when you know what covert and overt narcissistic personality disorder, trauma bonding, gaslighting, the freedom, the lift that you finally have from knowing you're not a bad son, you're not a bad daughter, you're actually a very, very, very good person who's, there's a meme that you see a lot on Facebook, before you're diagnosed with depression, make sure you're not surrounded by a lot of assholes, and I think that's rings so true with people who have been raised in these family units. The reward is just so, some days you're just so light as a feather, you feel so free, the infinite possibilities, because the shoe's on the other foot now, if you really want to be optimistic about this thing, and what we have to make sure we stay vigilant when in, is to be able to take the hits over and over from family and the other narcs that we were pulling into our lives, because water seeks its own level. If you're doing it somewhere, you're doing it everywhere. And just the discipline that we've trained ourselves into to keep coming back for more. And now the shoe's on the other foot, like I said. So to be able to harness that, package it, whatever, and use it for what you want in this life, what you want for the rest of your life, is something that actually you can do that. It's through narrative therapy. It's about talking about the experience and how you could flip side it, turning all the negatives into a positive. It's narrative therapy is for people who have had parents as narcissists, and the narrative therapy I'm talking about is for complex PTSD. Complex PTSD is like death by 1,000 paper cuts. You can't really go in, we've all got our traumas that we've endured, but just the constant, every encounter with the person, there's got to be that little, and you just, how many times, how many ways, how many places, you're just brainwashed into, I'm not important. That's what it comes down to. That's what they want you to know. That's what they want you to believe. That's the way they can have you until the day you die and they die. You're not valid. You're irrelevant. What you think and what you say means nothing in this world. And I'll have the final say on you no matter what. That's how they fucking roll. And the end game is death. That you put a gun in your mouth and they go, oh, such a tragic ending for a tragic life he had. We tried so hard. Monsters. Monsters. It's the only word that always comes to me. Like they're not even family. It was a mirage the whole time. The punishment I find is on bad days, and they become less and less, is when you realize what they were up to, when you realize how insidious and premeditated, because they played it different when somebody else was in the room. There ain't no fucking sickness here. They knew exactly what they were fucking doing. And when you had enough and you left, they were like, oh no, we got rid of him. No, bitch. I quit. You didn't fucking fire me. Any of you. But they can't stand it because when you're onto it, oh my God, you'll have days where it's like a small burning ember can turn into a full-blown rage, and ideas of murderous fantasies can come to your mind for how much they tortured you and all the horse shit they told people to cover their tracks, and how worse it got when you wouldn't take it. And they kept on coming, and they'll never stop coming. They're Terminators, they're machines. It'll never end until you say, this shit's fucking over today. It's so over, you don't even know it's over. That's how over it is. You're going to be sitting around wondering when it's coming, because in the deepest, darkest place of these narcissists, malignant narcissists, they're fucking scared of you because they can smell it. It's like sharks with blood. They can smell it. And you trigger them into like malice and condescension because you start calling it faster and faster and faster and hitting back harder until you just go, this is like, I'm on a treadmill going nowhere with you. It's never gonna, and you build yourself up. It's almost like an abused housewife who starts packing shit secretly, getting ready for the escape. And just one day, when they don't even know they're escaping, when they're making their friggin' exit, they just go. It's like not even a conscious thing, and I did that. I went back one final time. I want to see if she does it. And boys, oh boys, I was just like, it was just when you have that moment of clarity that you see the monster, you see them do it right in front of your face, and you just go, I have to go now. You gotta get out of that room because you know this person's fucking nuts. You know they're nuts, that you're not nuts. You were never nuts. And like I said, you go back and forth. It's like, excuse my language, it's like you're a giant menstrual cycle. You're just like, with this shit. But you know what? It can be scary. I mean, I have a whole new family now. I have a whole new life. I got away, and they're all there in that same little shitty town, and they look like shit, and they're getting older, and they're pretending they're like with it when they see each other. They all have that gleam, that smile, like, hi, I gotcha. And it's there's a sneer beneath the smile. They reek of it, and it's so great to be here and to be able to say, I'm cool. No, it's okay. You can stay over there. I wouldn't even do that. I'm absolutely no contact. I scorched the earth beneath me. You couldn't find me if you tried. I'll never reveal my name, and I'll never mix my boundaries for the YouTube world with my real world and my real world if I have this channel. And no, that's one thing I never had growing up and knew how to do is have boundaries. Keep them. That's it, And I digress a lot. I want to keep the subject pretty clear. It was about rewards and the punishments. But even if the punishments are very sad and you have, like I have some pretty tearful moments where I realize, wow, I've been just zombified for a very long time into putting up with their shit and believing it and not living full beam on who I am. It can be hard, that, but you know what? The loneliest moment I ever have, let's do the math, the loneliest, most scariest, resentful, saddest moment you will have being alone after no contact is better than your best day in there with those cocksuckers, feeling 50 times more alone, still struggling, and hoping to God they'll smile and laugh at your jokes that day. So fuck those pricks. You're better off. You're going to be fine. I'm going to be fine. Because we have this, and we know now. And it's harder for them. And sleep on that. I hope this helped anybody. I know it helped me. And with that, I will wish you all well, and hope to hell the gods of YouTube upload this video, and I just didn't spend the last 10 minutes talking to my own ass in my computer. So that's it. Hope I hit the button right. Let's try this.